I literally tried starting this video like 4 fucking times, but there's always something in the background. Ace is barking at something. Someone else's house has got a dog going off. You got the fucking uh, recycling people or trash people outside. So it's always fucking something. So, you know what? Fuck it. Get what you pay for. I'm going anyway. All right, so you're starting to build a solid retrieve. Retrieve is very specific. You're sending the dog out to get something and bringing it back to you in a very clean fashion, okay? They're not running around and doing everything else. They are literally going out, getting something specific, and bringing it right to you. You've seen this thousands of times, but believe it or not, some dogs have an easier time with this. Some dogs don't. Some people have an easier time training this, and others don't either. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and, at the risk of boring you, just break this into parts, okay? So this way, this one is gonna cover playing fetch, because believe it or not, it's kind of like playing fetch. You got to be able to have the dog have fun and interact, and that's where it's going to help build the dog some speed to bring it back to you. And the hold. Okay, so this is where the dog is building that hold, building the jaw muscles, so this way whatever they're getting and bringing it back to you, they're holding it in their mouth, and the hold is essentially a command, okay? So they're just holding it very clean. They're not biting. They're just holding it and waiting for you to take it, okay? So first part, just got Ava out here, okay? So first part gonna cover is playing fetch. When it comes to playing fetch, get a very high value toy that they love and throw it out and bring it back in. You're gonna do this over and over and over again. Now, here are some issues when it comes to playing fetch. Some dogs stop, or they don't come to you, or they drop the object halfway. All these little things. So, as I always said, read your dog. Okay, if the dog is dropping an object far away from you, guess what? You're gonna have a second toy on you, okay? This is where, if that dog starts dropping and you go and you start picking that object up, that's what the dog's gonna learn, okay? The dog's gonna say, hey, I can drop it here because, you know, the asshole is gonna come and get it for me anyway. No, have a second toy and have them start and go in the other way. So if they're in front of you, I'll stand like this. They're coming back to you and they drop it halfway, have another toy and throw it behind you. Or you just start at a smaller distance, okay? I'm just, again, here in the backyard, so the distance isn't that great. But if they're starting to do that, just close the distance between you and the dog, because again, when they're doing that after length of time, again, more distractions, but whatever. So you're going, where was I? If they're dropping it, close the distance between you and the dog, and over time they'll just start getting the game of, okay, I got to bring it back to him or her, because what they're probably thinking is the game's going to end or it's going to stop because he's going to take it and take the toy away and my fun is over. They just got to know that the fun is continuous, and then at a certain point, then you can start stopping the games, okay? And this is good with any game. So I'm just going to start here, and then I'll break it up again, share some insights, and then cover the hold. So you get it, okay? Traditionally, there we go. Traditionally, I would recommend having toy of a similar object. Again, these are two balls, just different colors. You can have two totally different types of toys. It's okay. When it gets to the hold, I'll tell you something else on that one though. But for right now, break it up. Again, when you saw Ava, she started dropping a little bit because I was releasing her so quick. When it comes to the out, this will also help on your out command. I think I made a video a while back about the out. When you release quicker and So for instance, just making sure she doesn't knock over the tripod because she's right there. When you say out, they release and you let go of the other one, that's gonna help start building up the release, so this way they'll do it faster, okay? So that's the first of just playing catch over and over, and as you can see, that's the other reason I didn't want to go too long, because I didn't want her to get spent and tired out. We can do that over and over and over again, and after a while I would go ahead and start hiding the second one, and then after a while it's sort of as a fade out. Okay, if you're starting to fade out that second ball, hide it so this way they get surprised by it, but then eventually just start weaning it out. But I brought them out just because I want to show you from A to B. Okay, now for the hold, I'm actually going to use wooden dowel. For the hold, I would invite you to use something that is not a toy. This way the dog is holding it rather than biting it. Can you actually see, because of the sun is like right fucking here? I hope you can see this. The hold is not a bite. It's not like you're playing tug, although to help a little bit to initiate, I would say you can put up a little bit of a fight just so scare the shit out of me. Fucking sliding glass door, patio door. You can go ahead and pull a little bit, so this way they start getting the game and they want to hold it a little bit longer. But for right now, I'm just going to use something that is not a toy. I am going to still reward her with her toys, but I'm going to make her hold something that is not a toy. And I haven't really had her hold these, so I'll be curious to see how she does. But going to be short, literally have it put it in her mouth, release, put it in her mouth, release, and then over time you're just building up duration, okay? Out. No, out. Let's see, where can you see? Front. Hold. Yes. Out. Sit. Hold. Hold. Yes. I am literally holding her mouth right now, just so she can get used to it. It's putting it on the back of her mouth, okay? Not in the front, but in the back of her canines. Bring it. Good girl. Front. Hold. Yes. See, sit, hold, yes. Start even putting it on top. Again, and you're just gonna start slowly building duration. Because this is not a toy, this one is something I'm not gonna go ahead and say, start pulling on so she can really hold it longer, okay, to build up her drive. I'm gonna save that one for the end. This one I'm literally just building duration on the hold, so literally she is just the whole time, okay? Come here. Out. Sit. Hold. Yes. And she's slowly getting the game because, as you can see, now she's actually volunteering the action. Hold. Yes. No longer. Out. Back. Sit. Drop it. Drop it. Hold. Yes. Good girl. So if I wasn't so enthusiastic and impatient and things like that, I would probably go ahead and cap it there, which I'm probably gonna just cap it there anyway, because you get the idea. So if you can start building up that duration, you know, might be first time around 1 or 2 seconds, then after that you might get 5, 7, 10, 12. If you can start building that up over time, fine. And because, like I said, she's never held this before, it's something totally different and foreign. Primarily just use these for scent work, and like usually she just sits down next to him because she smells the odor and that is it. But this one was a fresh one, so that is it for that. Just continue playing fetch and building the hold. Okay, so if you're playing fetch and they're starting to drop it, start reading. Are they going past you with it, with the object or the toy, or are they dropping it way before you? Because that will dictate where you start releasing with the second ball. Okay, once they see you with the second ball, they'll start understanding, oh, if I bring this ball all the way to him and you get the reward. So again, you're always praising and being positive with it, just making sure this shit doesn't fall over because we got a gust of wind. They'll be more inclined to come near you because again, you are always the source of good, happy and fun things, and it starts right there. And you can do this together, okay? You don't have to do it 2 separate times. If you want, feel free, but work it into your training a couple of times and then do your regular obedience. It's not a bitch. I can't catch a break today. And that's it. Like I said, this will be part 1. I'll go ahead and finish it off with part 2 later on. And if I have any other tips I want to share that I didn't get today, which I'm sure I'll think of something, I'll go ahead and dive into that video. All right? Have fun. Good luck. Talk to you soon.